hardcore way, and I love it for that. So with Crimson Desert, I'm here looking at things like the open world, the combat. That's what I'm really here
Okay,
for, the
we're
big bosses,
kind
the
of listening to
exploration.
Maddie
I don't care
talk
as much about the
about
story going in because already all the preview
Crimson,
material told me what I needed to know. But
Crimson
could we
Desert
confirm
also.
any of those concerns? Was there anything I didn't know? I wanted to kind of go into some of the reviews here. I'll have all of them linked down below. Please check them out. They're great reviews. I want to start off on the high end and work our way down because what you'll see on Crimson Desert's Metacritic scores is a whole range. It's starting off at the 10s from Vice, which I wanted to pick out outlets that I do track
Did I already
people
go?
who review these games from. Like, I've heard of Dual Shockers, but with all due respect, like, I don't know who True Gaming is. I'm not super familiar with Voxel, right? Critical Hits is a very low score, but I, again, with all due respect, do not know Critical Hits. So I wanted to stick with the people that I know or I've tracked in the industry or have seen their coverage before. So I went with Forbes, I went with Dual Shockers, I went with Windows Central Gaming, Game Informer, as well as IGN. And then we got a couple of tweets we're going to go over here as well because it seems like accessibility might be a big part of the conversation here for Crimson Desert. But Forbes gave this a very high score. They put this thing at a, as you see down here at the bottom, a 9.5 out of 10. So really high praise for this one. I wanted to read the little opening here from Paul Tassie's review. He says, at about 50 hours in a Crimson Desert, I wonder if it was possible for me even to finish the campaign in time for embargo. At 70 hours, I stopped wondering and knew that I wouldn't. Now at 100 hours, I don't even care that I had made it past 2/3 of the main quest line, endlessly diverted from its path. I'll be here for 100 more. And that, by the way, is a consensus I've seen, is that a lot of people didn't really finish this game for its review, but as we'll get into with the story, it seems a lot of people let go of that element and realize it's more about the world itself and how much of that you've seen, which certainly I can understand.
Oh, we got
He says there's no way to begin describing Crimson Desert other than to reference its unprecedented scale. Much fuss was made about its map being the size of Skyrim and Red Dead Redemption 2 combined. That's true easily, but the question then becomes, why, when you could procedurally generate a massive planet? We had the same question, right? Like, it's so big, but it matters about what's within it. Well, he says, 100 hours into this game, I have never been bored. There are so many things to do, so many avenues of progression and questing and crafting and puzzles and boss hunting and territory takeovers, and the list just does not end. My itch to play this has not been driven by this review. As I said, I knew I'd never finish it in time, but because I want to keep exploring Crimson Desert. I know I'm not alone, and speaking to other reviewers, I don't think more than 1 in 5 of the people who got codes will have finished the main storyline by the time you're reading this. I wouldn't trust the judgment of anyone who has put in less than 50 hours into the game, honestly. That may not even be enough. And so it is one of those games, right? So a lot of people are kind of putting in the verdict without seeing the end of the story, but it is one of those things where if someone put in 50 hours and finished the main quest line, would I value that review more than someone like Paul Tassi, who's put a lot of time into the game itself, 100 hours into the off the beaten track stuff? That's what I value more. So when I see, hey, Paul Tassi is having a great time with the world and the systems within it, and that is what he's there for, and that's what I want to be there for, that's the type of review that I kind of merge well with here. So I thought that that was pretty exciting. He also lastly mentions, and then please check out his review, that Crimson Desert is, as expected, a mishmash of games, but in a whole way, the game itself, it does not work to its disadvantage and makes something that does feel new on the whole. The world is a little Witcher, the story is unexpectedly echoing Assassin's Creed games, its Sky Zone puzzles are Breath of the Wild, combat is a blend of things, but at times a little Dynasty Warriors, which again, I was like, really? I love the Muso games, so that's like right up my very particular alley. He says, but then when they pack in enemies there, he said, I won't go as far as to say boss battles are Dark Souls, but they do get incredibly difficult at times. And so that has led to a lot of people kind of getting into the accessibility of the game between its difficulty as well as its lack of quality of life. We'll jump into that with IGN's review on the bottom part of the spectrum. Because right now, what IGN has posted is a review in progress. And there were 2 things that IGN specifically noted as part of concerns with their review, which has landed them at that. If they were to rate it now, it would be a 6. And so what Travis writes, Hi Guy Travis, who's a friend of mine, and I really like his reviews as well, is that just because performance and graphics are awesome doesn't mean Crimson Desert is free from bugs and technical issues. And the ones you get with RPGs of this size are exactly as bad as I feared here. I ran into all sorts of problems, from hard crashes to companions I was supposed to follow getting stuck in the environment until I reloaded. The worst bug came late in the main story when a vital quest step didn't register as I completed it, locking me out of progression entirely until I reloaded a save file from 7 hours earlier. And I've seen some people going at the score, but like that's a brutal type of bug, dude. Like 7 hours when you got the embargo breathing down your neck, or you got all the free time in the world, sucks big time. So I feel for him on that. But it says I was able to proceed by copying a coworker's save file and soldiering on that way instead. If I hadn't, I would have likely thrown in the towel right then and there. Getting set back so far by a bug like that is devastating. I know it wasn't the only person to be hit by this, though Pearl Abyss says it managed to fix that particular issue ahead of launch. So it's one of those things where then we open up the conversation of like, hey, was this worth mentioning because it is not going to be it's not going to impede my experience, but you also have to understand like how someone gets to a score that low and that there were nagging bugs, but the biggest one was addressed. So I look at that as a consumer and go, okay, I see how Travis gets down to a 6 with things like that, but I'm not necessarily there because I won't experience that if Pearl Abyss has truly handled it. There's also a lot of conversation about controls coming out of the preview. IGN's review continues on that, and then we'll jump over to DualShock's review, where Travis writes, part of this has to do with control mapping, which is completely insane by default and requires you to remember various multi-step button combinations to access abilities you'll have to use all the time. It took me hours to remember the clicking of the left thumbstick makes you crouch, holding down the left thumbstick brings in one of your special gadgets that you'll use all the time, and sprinting is in fact not on the left thumbstick at all, but instead asks you to tap the A button repeatedly to run, which seems crazy to me. And he mentions the Grand Theft Auto here, which is what I think of. So to me, it's not. Again, I'm not diffusing it because I haven't played the game yet, but I don't look at this and go, whoa, that's crazy. Because, again, I immediately thought of Red Dead with tapping A to run. Left stick to crouch is a little weird. I feel like right stick to crouch is normally where my head goes by default. But continuing on with the controls, he says, there's a whole bunch of little mapping things that took me at least a dozen hours to get used to, and which I still occasionally fumbled with since so many abilities make use of the same buttons and require multiple inputs in a specific order to do the things you want. One thing that never stopped being impressive, though, is, again, he talked about the looks and the performance. He played exclusively on a high-end PC, and it looked glorious there, and it runs nicely across all the setups our team tested, which I think was good to see. I didn't really have many doubts about the PC version of this game, but good to see that, because that's where I pre-ordered it. I did go to the length of pre-ordering this one, because I was like, I know I'm playing this one either way, because I'm pretty invested in just seeing if it's
where's Magic Key?
I've covered it a lot, but I've just wondered, like, hey, with like, I love what I'm seeing with the combat in the world, but is there stuff there that's really for me? So far, a lot of the issues I'm seeing people have, like control mapping would be a big one for me. That is the first one that made me go, okay, I see someone who plays a lot of games and is struggling with the controls, dozens of hours into it, and it did seem like, based on control scheme stuff that we had covered on the Mr. Matty Plays channel, that there was a real chance that like this was an extremely crowded controller scheme, and that there would be problems with this. So I'm not too surprised
all
to
the
see
way
it being
up
brought
and
up
down.
in a lot of reviews. However, some have kind of complemented its complexity in things like combat. Windows Central Gaming dives into combat as a kind of highlight feature here.
Yeah, the colors look so much brighter on the main map.
And they right here. The best way I can describe combat of Crimson Desert is by letting you know that there are roughly 30 different attack button/combinations, from melee to ranged options like guns, bows, and spells. Just with melee alone, there is a decent variety of starting weapons that feel varied enough to keep combat fresh, just from light and heavy attacks, basic swords, axes, scythes, spears, and more will take up your inventory quickly. The amount that I came across felt like just enough so that I was never overwhelmed or underwhelmed by any of the options I came across. This is all before you come across unique weapons as well, like some of the charged spirit, or some of them carry, charged spirit attacks or secondary methods of damage. This is huge to me, right? That specific point is huge to me. Before we get a little bit more into the combat, is to me unique weapons and the feel of them. That is such a big driver for me. It's one of the main reasons when I played Outer Worlds 2, I went like, this has some of the most god-tier loot I've seen in a game. Like, unique loot is so exciting in role-playing games, and I say this because Bethesda Game Studios introduced that to me before they went into doing like legendary weapons, legendary armor in Fallout 4 and on, and now like Starfield and its updates are doing X-Tech, and like we're just going more and more into this procedural loot vomit thing. Like, I even had an issue with this in Borderlands over time, where I'm realizing procedural loot is kind of tough for me. I'm not the biggest fan of it, and I know Borderlands has like uniques. I know Starfield has uniques, but it feels like in games like Bethesda games, they've kind of done less of that. So I really get excited when I see something like this in a big open world game where there's an emphasis on unique weapons, because what I think about is a game like Crimson Desert being loaded up with bosses and challenges and puzzles, and getting a proper reward for that. That's really important to me as a player. So again, this is why I'm saying, like, when I saw the 77, I wasn't really freaking out because I was like, yeah, we can already tell going in that there were points in this game that I was like, this will be contentious. This will be contentious. Like, the story's going to suck. That's going to knock things down a ton, for sure. This is going to bring this thing easily to an 8. And then, can the open world keep up? Is it deep enough? I would have been more worried if we found this game in, like, the 60s. But to me, high 70s, I'm like, it's kind of in that pocket of you love it or you hate it, and that's what makes it really interesting. So I'm curious to, again, get my hands on it tomorrow, which is crazy to think about.
Okay,
Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Dive right in. Anyway, a little bit more here on combat and collection of items and that sort of stuff that I wanted to sit with here. As they say, even with the armor types, they are varied in the form of Zelda, where fans might find that familiar. You'll find cloth, plate, leather, and more. Each of these sets comes with different resistant types or other wonderful benefits like movement speed and attack bonuses. All weapons and armor can be upgraded through a process of refinement, so just a little bit of incremental upgrades. Combat is just pure, unadulterated fun that never really grows tiresome, whether it's against the easier NPCs that you've outleveled or the terrifyingly strong armies of Demoness, your rather violent neighbor, Crimson Deserts. Combat is so fluid, the end result is always satisfying. And there's the small subsection of spells powered by spirit that mix and match so incredibly well. Literally fanning someone to death is about as awesome as stabbing them through the chest. They say the collection of items leads to one of the most glaring weaknesses, though, that the game currently has, and that's inventory management. I've been told they patch would deliver some form of storage within homes, but currently there's no way to keep items tucked away outside of keeping them in your own inventory. You start with a decent 50 slots, but if you want to collect and hoard upgrade materials for your favorite weapons and armors, you'll have to dedicate slots specifically to those resources, and there's no storing them away in locked chests at your base or even in your home located near your base. Over time, you can increase slots to 200, but just again, it seems like this is going to be something that is going to be a little frustrating over time, but again, it's good to know there's a patch on the way. But what I'm seeing with combat and the fun and whatnot is, again, what I'm here for, because when I saw, like, the hand-to-hand combat, the body slamming, tossing people around, that sort of stuff got me personally really excited. But let's get into exploration a little bit here, because DualShockers had a tagline here for a seemingly endless world, and they also had this game in the 9 out of 10 area. And they said something very specific that spoke to me here, because I had this moment when I was reviewing Elden Ring that hit me like a bus. He says, I have rarely ever felt the need to explore a game as much as I have with Crimson Desert. It features an incredibly vast, shockingly dense world filled with secrets around every corner. It follows the formula of, if you can see in the distance, you can go there and explore. And more often than not, exploring these areas will lead to secret puzzles, hidden caves, valuable loot, or interesting lore drops. Now, the hidden cave part is good to see, because I'm hoping there are actual dungeons, because that was something that a lot of us were worried about going in. Is like, it's all just one landmass.
Is that boomerang doing as much damage as the other one?
How far can you go in? What enemies, creatures, or people will you find in those spots? But this moment here is really what spoke to me. He said, one of my favorite gaming moments was when I stumbled upon a random elevator in Elden Ring, took that elevator down, and discovered an entire city built underground. If you're a From Software fan, you know exactly what part I'm talking about. And I literally know exactly what he's talking about, and this was something I referenced in my own impressions, and I talked about in my own review. And anytime I go back to talking about Elden Ring, I say it gave me that Skyrim-like feeling of, like, I can't believe the scale of this game and how rewarding it is. And he says that no game has since been able to replicate that sense of awe and wonder, but Crimson Desert has come pretty close multiple times. One prime example is when exploring the Abyss, the sky map in Crimson Desert. After progressing through multiple platforming sequences, I encountered a gigantic structure hovering high up in the clouds. This structure was so beautifully designed and simply mesmerizing that I just had to fly over to it and explore its secrets and discover what it held inside. Crimson Desert does this constantly. No matter how dedicated you are to finishing a quest you set out to do, something will catch your eye. You can't help but get sidetracked. Go over to it and check it out. Sometimes you'll find ruins with a rare piece of armor, a hidden chest with valuables inside, and even a whole castle filled with NPCs and merchants ready to give you quests and sell you goods. Most of the time, you'll stumble upon an Abyss Crusade while exploring, which is the game's version of puzzles. This game absolutely loves its puzzles, which is as clear as day due to the sheer number of them, so it's a good thing they're actually designed very well. Another thing that we were a little bit concerned about was we heard some of the puzzle difficulty was an issue, but it seems like it actually may not be too bad. This last review I'm looking at here is about the plot. I was worried is not the right word, but when it came to the story of Crimson Desert, I had very low expectations, but to me, I was like, how bad is it going to be? That's what I was really kind of thinking. How bad is it going to be? And we got the write-up here. It says, from Game Informer, I can't think of a better way to describe Crimson Desert's main story other than it's simply a mess. The plot fluctuates from hard to follow to downright nonsensical at times, more focused on delivering a sense of spectacle and bombast than anything. But it also clearly wants to have those big emotional moments that are supposed to have some kind of payoff that just isn't there. The best way to describe it is if you looked up a compilation of Game of Thrones best moments on YouTube. So you get all these admittedly cool sequences and big fantasy set pieces without any of the backing of real character growth and depth. That even applies to the main character Cliff himself, who just feels one step removed from a silent antagonist. This means that despite the beauty of the world, there's nothing to ground you in it or make you truly care about the things that you're doing. The one exception here is reuniting all the Grey Mains, which is the game's sole emotional core and where it lies. Seeing your camp come together and grow is undeniably satisfying, and there are some meaningful moments of bonding between Cliff and his allies, but the game makes all of this optional about a third of the way through, meaning you might miss most of it. Kind of reminds me of
Kyle's using more magic than
having like emotional side quests at the tail end of the game, whereas the beginning parts of the game, really the first 2/3 of the game, were all just kind of like whatever side quests, MMO style side quests. But nonetheless, this one was another one that kind of took me in a little bit and went like, okay, I see how we're getting to this 7 out of 10 area here, because I am very story driven. A lot of you know that. I can let that go for certain games like a Crimson Desert if it's like fun enough. Like lore, storytelling, writing, those are insanely important things to me. If you watch any of my reviews, you know, like I go like very hard on a story because that's like my breed. That's my style. That's my approach. Not everyone agrees with that, but I put a big emphasis on quality writing, and it's like I don't give you the pass. Like whenever I give my opinion on Crimson Desert, if the writing's ass, like it's being brought up as not just a whatever point. So when I see this as sort of like exactly what I was a little bit worried about, like the way it's worded, like it's cool, like there's great sequences, but you don't feel anything because there's no one really pulling you into that. That sounds like something that could be a problem for me. So all in all, like I look at this and I don't feel completely deterred from checking out the game. I talked about this when the previews dropped, where I said, yeah, there was a little bit of a slight cooling off of like, okay, there are problems here that do look like they would affect my enjoyment. When I see the reviews are kind of doubling down on the biggest strengths of the game and how those can overtake the weaknesses, it does seem like it is that divisive game where some of you are going to... I think everyone's already made up their minds. Like, I already made up my mind. This thing could have been like a 5 out of 10, and maybe I would have recoiled and been like, maybe not. But if it was like, again, where it's now 7 out of 10, I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot. I think most of us were pretty convinced as long as it wasn't an absolute disaster of a review process or complete, like, whoa, no way. This is a game that we were all going to check out. So I don't feel deterred. I do look at this and think to myself, okay, this can either knock my socks off as an incredible open world experience with great gameplay, because I don't play like FromSoft games for the lore, believe it or not. You know, I'm a big lore guy, big writing guy, but I've never been into the whole optional item description conveying to you a story thing. Like I've actually been very critical of that, which I know people disagree with because it's kind of a newer style of storytelling, but it's never been my preferred method. Not like I think it's supplement, not like the core storytelling method. But I still get into those games. So I'm not beyond hope here. So that's where we're at. As we can see here, again, 78 on Metacritic. Not too bad. I saw ACG gave it a wait for sale because he liked the overall game, but there was a lot of like bugs and technical issues. So overall, it seems like it's going to be
what it's called.
And the beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So we'll see. Still looking forward to hopping in, putting some time in, and seeing that this thing really jives with me. Because the problem that Crimson Desert has, there's a lot of great games around Crimson Desert right now. Playing Pacopia, I have my option A. Can Crimson Desert crack the lineup? We'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, keen to get your thoughts. What's going on here with the Crimson Desert reviews? How are you feeling? Fire away. Other than that, take excellent care of yourself, and we'll talk very soon. Bye-bye.
$36 experience points, okay. Get over here and grab this. Set of Wayfarer's clothes. Feathered cap. 3 pouches of coagulant. Okay, let's see items. Quickest way to put a feather in your cap. Brings my defense up to 64. Brings the beef up to 79. Kyle is 64. Okay, let's give it to me. And equip it. No good for anybody. Okay. See if those help anybody. No. Oh, because we all got tortoise shell. Okay. Restless heart. Let's find out what a plugger does. Boost strength, resilience, and stamina. Okay. Let's put that on. What raises luck? Keeps you from succumbing to paralysis. Well, that was wrong. Oh, restless heart is plugger. Okay, that's transfer that. So lower my luck. Wait on that. Okay. Oh, there's another town over there. Okay. Let's get to this town. Oh, these guys are new too. Future Fido, Raven, a lunatic. Oh, Kyle's almost dead. Shit. Okay. Oh. Let's heal Kyle and Mike. Okay. 81 experience points. That was our hardest fight. Everybody's healed up. Well, Kyle could use another boost. Well, let's just get to town and sleep. Where's that town? Ooh. Now we went down now. Weird dance, hit me for 9. Okay, what happened to Whoosh? Back up. Okay, now Whoosh? Only one left? I won't take him out though. Oh, it did, okay. $47 experience point. Okay. A quaint little town. Okay. It's a vial of magic water. The tavern? Establishment is concluded for today. Curses. Home to barbaric monsters, so we communicate not often. But there's a village of Norbik to the north. I went once during the time of youth, surrounded by inspiring forests of much beauty. Ah, there's a back door. The rumors of drinkers say that in the forest to the west from village are dwelling hidden fairies. Such a fantasy. To the west. A very Zelda-like thing. Look at that, it's a fur hood. Okay, let's see. What was that rabbit? Rabbit tail. Happy camper, luck 8. Fur hood. Transfer. Cannot equip. She can, that'll take her up to 89. Kyle can't use it, Mike can't use it, okay. Oh, she can equip a fur hood and a leather cape? Okay. Oh no, she had a leather hat before. Okay. It drops on everybody, okay. Please, to be leaving hastily, my husband will see. See what? Oh, apologies, I fear I spoke loosely in my sleep. She's dreaming about somebody else, huh? Was it, Mother? Look at that, it's a mini medal. I don't know how many mini medals we need still. We got to 8, so it's probably 12. an inn down there. So let's go over here. This is a church or the graveyard. Can we push on some gravestones? You know, I bumped into a spiked hare while looking for herbs the other day. It was in the forest north of here, memory serves. Thankfully, the goddess smiled upon me and it decided I wasn't worth attacking. Doubtless it's still there now, even now. It seemed awfully friendly, but I still can't quite bring myself to go back. Garden town on time of night is an unhappy occasion, but infrequently amusing on time of night. One example, you can witness changes of various states of being. Village drinking places revived from slumber. Moonlight also caused village to appear in a whole new way. You two required to visit village at evening. New discovery liberate your mind. Let's continue gaming. Continue. Yes. There's a door. Yeah, okay. I'm curious if pushing on a gravestone will do anything. There's a skeleton. I am a great martial artist of whom rumors tell that I punch completely off head of bear. But rumors lie. In fact, completely sliced off head of bear with one stroke of iron claws. What's the matter? Look at that, it's a mini medal. Okay, give us more mini medals. Oh. 10 medals. Need 2 more. It's over there. So here, whoops, can't see anything. We'll go to the center and then we'll go down south. What's this guy? If I see monsters in town or in wilderness place, I'm not feeling frightened. Conversely, when monsters catch view of my most fearless body, monsters feel surprising and run quickly elsewhere. Human must not show monsters they are feeling frightening. Instead, must always courageousness. The English in this is really, really bad. In years past, poison needle is sold in Shoppa village. It is a great weapon, even in the hands of weakling. Can strike weak spotted foe and decease instantly. something over here. Close. Okay. Lodgings. Oops, let's go talk to this guy. Wind whispered and said to me, "There's a shop and theater in town, Asham, to the southeast. These establishments only accept clients at time of night. This is of a large intrigue to me. What must occur within the walls, only in dark." $56 gold. Okay, go any further. That's that, a plain clothes. Necklace of immunity. An unassuming necklace that prevents its wearer from succumbing to poison. You won't escape me much longer, you villain. Curse you, Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Yep, Robin Hood. Okay, good night's sleep. Stay overnight. Okay, everything should be open now. Hello? Welcome in mountain village of Kyovi, brave traveler. I came here in pursuit of that rascal Robin Hood, but he's nowhere to be found. Villagers say he ran up the hide at the top of some tower somewhere. Oops, that didn't do it. Welcome. If you're after weapons or armor, you come to the right place. Okay. Chainmail. Augie or Kyle. Sparring suit, nobody. Wizard staff, no increase. No one can use iron claws. Iron lance. Kyle can use the iron lance. Chain whip. Let's just get the, oh, what's dragon scale? Everybody can use dragon scale. Okay, let's go for the chainmail. We need 2 of them, but only got enough for 1, so. I don't know if I accidentally. Equip. Shell armor, transfer. Doesn't help him. What's he wearing? Leather cape. He can't use it. Move to the equipment bag. Nope, equipment bag. Nobody can use that. Well, no. Nobody? I thought I had tortoise shell on earlier. Mike's the only one that can wear tortoise shell? That's weird. Kyle can't equip the whip either. He can't use any weapons that do multiple. He just gotta use his spells. Let's sell some stuff now. Okay, we can sell a leather dress. We'll sell 1. Oh, maybe it was shell armor. There's tortoiseshell and shell armor. Oh. Nope. Okay. Let's go up to that. We can't go in there still. But the bar is open. Hold on, is there another door? It's a red door. Let's go buy from him first. Hardwood headwear. Hair and apron. Nobody can wear that. Leather cape. There's nothing. Rabbit tail. Turns you into a happy camper. I don't know who all can use the feather cap. Mike can use it, okay. Okay. So let's see if there's anything we can get. Nope. Next room. A pair of boxer shorts. Okay, we gotta go save, because I'm gonna open those chests. Oh, this is the beer place. Hello, darling. It is as I told you, foolish man. Villagers angered fairies and were punished with sleep. Travelers tell a village sleeping people. But this is not possible, yes? How is this to be believed? Welcome to drinking place of village. Please, you must recline and unbend. Are we bent? Unbend tranquility. Well, listen here, bartender. You can go get bent. Oh. Why is it frozen? Shit. I should have went and saved. Damn it. Oh, that's working. Okay. Now we're moving. I thought we were frozen. After sun has fallen under horizon, I'm lately catching view of hill slime. But when darkness drops on town, hill slime is found nowhere. Perhaps it comes only with sunset. A pouch of musk. Okay. Did I lie to you? How to become a slippery devil. Okay. Unfortunate underclothes which exude an air of despair or may not be just sweat. Transfer. Cannot equip. Cannot equip. Lowers their defense and cannot equip. Kyle's the only one that can run around in undershorts. I recall back to Not Scared Warrior who came to the village decades ago or so, looked to have an obscenely important quest. Even in drinking place of merriment, his face is cold as mountain goat teeth. To me, he revealed his having newly born child he left behind on home. Also mentioned his wish to be embracing those he left. Where's my phone? Warrior's lovely voice of gentle warmth still echoes in my ear, even today. Shit. One moment. Okay, back to it. Was just thinking about this burly geezer who came to town once. He had this bleeding massive helmet on his noggin. So he did. Saw him in the local water knoll, wolfing down some food like there was no tomorrow. No drink in sight. Can you believe it? So I asked him if he fancied something to wet the old whistle. But the fellow tells me, ain't got time for making merry. Said something about a quest before he scarpered. Between you and me, I reckon he was on the run from something. Oh well, wherever the geezer is now, I hope he's enjoying himself. Tower named Skyfell Tower. You see the huge trees west of town? I should look at that, but okay. The door is locked. I don't remember that place. And the Dreamer's Tower. Oh, that was the locked door, okay. Skyfell Tower. I think that's where we need to go next. Okay. Yep. Let's continue on. Babushka scolded me when I loitered near village graves. I mean no offense, I just searched for treasure that might be nearby. God, I so hope that game's good tomorrow. Okay, we're going in here. Can we go around this? Oh, we can't get over there. God, I thought I could get to the chest. Oh, at night. At night, at night, at night. Rest a while. Till night. Open the treasure chest and it's a rousing ring. It's a poison needle. Oh. Can slay a baddie with one poke if it happens to be the right spot. Transfer. Can't equip. Thief can use it, but bad. Kyle. No. Rousing ring. Keeps him from falling asleep. Oh, he's already got a rousing ring. Go sleep till morning. Until dawn. Okay. Ah, good idea, girl. Can we buy some chimera wings? I think we have a few, but... Okay, I want to go, there's a town right up there, right there where that top arrow is. But there's also supposed to be a, is that the tower here? Well, that's Portoga. I bet you the tower's right there in the center of that. Okay, let's go to Portoga. They're gone. No shit. Slow. can't keep me down. 52 experience points. Kyle levels up. Level 11 already. We're not hitting the crab at all. But hopefully it'll take out. Okay. That worked. Nope. There was something up there. That crab's gonna last now. Oh, the wolf's got him, okay. Okay. Wow. The beef's taking the most damage so far. Maybe she levels up. Iron says, okay. An iron apron, a turban, and 2 seeds of agility. Let's get across the bridge. What? You gotta level up that beast thing. Okay, there she goes. Shocking slash. Flame slash. Oh, she's got a lot of, okay. Sleepy slap, puts him to sleep. Propeller blade, single enemy. Paralyzes 1 enemy and sandstorms a group. Okay, still sticks with boomerang. Restless armor. How do you get in there? Okay. We're okay now. Beef just takes care of everything. Way to go, Mike the Mage. How do you get in there? Come on. Get him. Call for backup. Hit him hard. Okay, I need to see the map. Okay, I'm almost there. All kinds of icons can pop up in battle which symbolize temporary changes to your attributes. Give the buffs and debuffs entries a gander if you fancy learning more. Oh no! Wipe them out. Okay, Sizz, or Fizz, or whatever, should do it. Okay, didn't even need the spell. Sism. Ah. Ooh, That's a bigger vampire. It is a Vladdy. Look. Come on, Mike. Oh, we got Bush still. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Moonwort bulb. Skyfell Tower may be swarming with monsters, but one can navigate it with surprising ease if one focuses on each fiend's weakness. Some monsters are weak to fire spells such as Frizz and Sizz. There are also those which will not last long when assaulted with wind-infused incantations like Whoosh. In summary, different fiends have different vulnerabilities. Doubtless your companions will work out what attacks to use against which enemies in due course. Simply need to apply the right tactics. Oh, what a toadstool thing. Funcool. Oh, I thought I packed the crabs would sit. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. The thief's almost down too. Okay, my wounds are healed. Completely healed now.
Take this.
Okay, this should be a high one now. 89, I think that's the highest. Or ties for the highest. Come on. Ooh, are these just different color? Get him. Come on. But what's in that room? Okay, let's go see. Don't get us. Hit him hard. Whoosh him out of here. Whoosh doesn't do much against those guys. Drop in. Okay, sizz him. A wizard staff. I think only one person can use a wizard staff. And he's already got one, yep. Slime. Oh. Calms the monster with a soothing voice and tells us about Monty's monster menagerie. Slooper! Cool. We've got a bub now. Oh crap, look at all the different ones. Didn't take any out. I wish would you like the boomerang? Ooh, fizz. Crack. I think the Wish would have done a lot on him. Oh well. Blowing the cloud right out the window. Okay. Gotta heal Kyle. 119 experience. Now that was our highest. Okay. Shit. Oh yeah, we have. Come on. No. Damn it. Can't get very far in this game without getting... Oh, they're all the same thing. Okay, that's good. Okay, that should do them. Much easier when it's all the same enemy. Oh shit. Okay, he's dead. Their health is fine. Where's the stairs? All the way around the other side, okay. Run, run, run. Damn it. See how Wolf does, Whoosh does on the clouds. And Sizz on the Illa Perler. Okay. Good, because I focus the rest of my hits on these two. No poison breath. Mike's poison. Damn it. Oh, didn't get to see how wind works on them, but... Excuse me. Mike hit. No? Come on, hit him. The healer. Hey, is it still poisoned though? How do I sail? I thought I had one that was for poison. Antidote. There we go. Okay. Oh, I've got lots of them. Good. Okay. Ah. I should have poofed them away. Poof would have been good. Call in his heal. Oh, another heal. Don't hit Kyle again. Okay. The Kyle didn't get to use the medicine. 135 points. That's our highest one now. defense. Seat of defense, yes. Okay. What does the moonlight bulb do? Paralysis, okay. Seat of defense, okay, good. Let's use that again. On Augie. It only leaves me 1 point. 48 gold coins. Ah. Come on. Not doing very good. Crack it. Come on. I gotta pick the right one to crack on. But I didn't hit him. I didn't kill him. I think I need to use agility so Augie hits sooner. Oh, I got 5 of them too. Oh yeah, look how low mine is. What about stamina? I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Let's see. Okay, let's look in this room. Ah, fuck. Come on. You didn't go down. Okay, both down. Experience points. Kyle, cock-a-doodle-doo. Cures all party members of effective sleep. Okay, makes sense. Wake up, cock-a-doodle-doo. Bam! Pretty good. Argue Mike needs some help here. Okay, now I'm healed. Okay, who needs healing now? Ethan Mike. Oh, I'm glad I came in here. Treasure chest and it's a bronze shield. Okay. 15 defense. Okay. Bring my defense up to 87. Bring hers up to 104, but I think she's good. She's got the highest defense so far. Yeah, see, hers is even higher at 93 than me. Okay. Let's transfer it up. Gosh. Like constant fight. Okay, come out. Come on. Whoosh 'em. No, poof 'em. There we go. Antidote. Mixed party again. Ouch, that was a good hit. Sometimes the weapons do more than the spells, huh? Need more whips and boomerangs. Okay, she's healed. Level 13, she's our highest. Nose for treasure. Place is the home of the world's great bandits for generations. And just feel the history. Some strong medicine. A gold coin, only one? Ah. Mike's running out of mana. Now the crab had called for the wrong kind of backup. Okay. $97 XP, mic levels. Good. Now we don't need to worry about his mana. See? We got zoom. And solar tortoise shell. Allows you to return instantly to certain places you visited before. Oh, okay, cool. Where are we? Okay, we gotta go. What's that? Nope, nothing. Ah! Okay, same. I didn't even wish. Oh. Okay, Kyle. Didn't do it. Ah. That should do it. Oh. Okay, Kyle. There's Mike gonna go next. Kyle. Oh, shit. Oh, I turned the cam off to take the insulin and I'm gonna turn it back on. A group of enemies are defeated. 83 XP. Treasure chest. Dazzle me not. Okay, so we gotta go all the way around and then does that go? Okay, Come on. Excuse me. The wind doesn't work well on him. Okay. Get a mic. There we go. That's me not in 30 gold coins. Quick and easy. Look at that, it's a prayer ring. Okay. Kyle's got 2 rings. Mike only has 1 ring, okay. Ah! Come on! We didn't hit the crab at all, except for that. Ah. Okay, whoosh does do damage to the clouds. I thought it would. Okay. 91 XP. Another chest. Look at that, it's a mini medal. Yeah, moves. That's up to 11. I think we need 1 more mini medal. Oh, come on, you're right there. peek up at Dazzle. Party starts to hallucinate. Oh no. Gotta figure out the grabs. That should do it. I love that thief. Seven experience. It's a vial of magic water.
Oi, you lot! Looks like we got... Ah, just what we need.
Two more treasures on this level. There's two more treasures on this level, huh? Enemies are defeated. 76, 30 gold coins. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Shit. Mr. Cloud. I didn't kill that one. Poison breath, no. 2 points of damage. Come on. Ah, shit. go back to our last save. I don't think Mike has a heal. No. Pouch of musk. This should be a one-round fight. Come on. Come on, Mike. Oh, Augie. Okay. I wonder what the leveling, the highest level is, because I've only done this and this, and I'm what, level 11, 13, 12, and 12, so basically level average of level 12. Let's see, there's an awful lot of stupid fights. Sometimes it's too many fights. It's getting hot in here too. Sweet breath. Ooh. They're hitting on Kyle hard. Okay, now Sis. Yeah. Definitely not. Come on. Get across the map without... Yeah, I gotta open it. It's hot. Oh.
Take this.
How much gold we're at? We're up to 1,400 now. Oh, there's the pot. 33 gold coin. Okay, let's get up those stairs. Okay, he's gonna call it. Okay, he's gone. Get upstairs, get up there. Phew. Oh, I think it's a... Oh, don't go out there. Oh. Oh, shit. Yep. That's the same thing. Robin Hood.
Fair play, dear. You done all right making it this far. But if you think you're gonna catch me that easy, you got another thing coming.
Were we even after you?
See ya!
It's a ruby wristband. Okay. Turning supersized stones like these will turn the wearer into a show-off. It's a skull ring. Perfect for those who aspire to be a lone wolf someday. Run free and look good doing it. Agility up to 49. Agility up to 96. Okay. Okay.
You don't give up, do you? Well, if you want a piece of me, let's go!
Each individual, huh? Shit, Mike's going down. Shit.
It's time.
Who's this? Augie? Where's the heel? Oh, that's Mike. Items. Heal Mike up, then Augie next.
This ought to help.
Oh, heal me instead of... Okay. Heal up, Kyle.
Time to heal.
Not Kyle, heal Mike. Okay, everybody attack. Ooh. Now we'll leave. Crack.
Time to heal.
Mama's got some hit points. This is the longest fight we've had so far. Ooh, he's red now.
Okay.
Kyle's running out of magic points. Everybody should get a level after this, hopefully. There we go. Yeah. $857 experience points. 771 gold. Yes. I got level 12. Got Clang and Snooze. Youth reaches 14. Cal reaches 13. Fizzle mid-heal. Mike reaches 13. Sizzle, bang, and drain magic.
All right, it's a fair cop. I'll give the poxy crown back. Just let me go, will ya?
I think there's a benefit to not letting them go, but let's find out. Okay, yep, because if we don't kill him, we just keep fighting him over and over until we say yes. So.
Cheers, ears!
Would you Adam and Eve it? We're free, boss!
Just need to find somewhere to lay low, and we'll be back in a bees in honey before you...
It is he, Robin Hood, the bandito.
Think that's our cue, boss? When it bleeding rains. You're a saint, though. Be lucky, eh? Ta-da!
Mi perdoni. They fled before we could capture them.
I see. Well, at least the crown is in safe hands. Ire will be most pleased. Hero of Aliahan, your help was most vital in securing the crown. Please deliver it to our king. He will want to thank you personally, and I'm sure the outpost will be reopened soon after.
But, Commendatore, that is not...
See, how could I forget? Even once the outpost reopens, you will need, where it possible, I would love nothing more than to hand it. It is just, well...
Actually, I have heard it is hidden in the desert to the south, within the Great Pyramid.
Davvero? Now, my men and I must return to the castle al più presto. I swear we will repay you. The best of luck looking for the key.
The King's Crown. I can wear it. We can all wear it except for the thief. Oh, she can, but it lowers her defense. Others no. Mama! This is home, Mama! Off and do some adventuring. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's see if we got enough. 11 medals. I think we need one more. Level 9, we're level 12 now. Go see the king while I wear his crown. Okay, so we don't return it then. God, I gotta pee. I think we gotta call it. I'll just buy some more. I gotta pee, so we're gonna end here. Have a good night.